Welcome back to the channel. Today we're at Dinorwig Quarry, just outside the Snowdonia National Park. We saw this on social media, TikTok to be specific, and it looked a pretty fun place to explore. And we did a bit of research and there's some pretty cool facts about this place. So if you stick along with this video, we'll give you all the details on how to get here, is it worth visiting, and what to do when you get here.
Yeah, stick along.
So Dinorwig Quarry is pretty much right next door to Snowdon. You park in Lamberis, and we will display the parking details. In fact, let me do a little finger thing here. The postcode, we'll put it in the description on how to get here. But I mean, already just where we are, because we're in the Snowdonia National Park, just look at this place. Stunning, absolutely stunning.
So, just doing a bit of Googling on Dinorwig Quarry, and in its time, it was the second largest quarry in the world, and it was worked between 1787 and 1969. Pretty impressive, to be fair.
So this is the start of the trail.
Oh, maybe we should have trained for this. We are ready.
So, Dinorwig Quarry. What do we know about it? Nothing. Why? Because basically Joe sent me a TikTok. I've got a very poor attention span. Watched 4 seconds of it, of the drone shot, and just put a thumbs up and said, yeah, let's do it. Now normally we do a bit of research on places. Honestly, I can safely say I know nothing about this place, absolutely nothing. And if you know something else, I didn't even know what a quarry was until Joe explained it to me in the car just then. So far, relatively easy path up. I'm only out of breath so much because I've done no hill walking recently. In fact, none. So that's the reason. And I've just consumed so much caffeine again. No food in me. But in terms of the informative bit, the path itself, it's all paved. It's pretty easy to follow. Look how gorgeous that is already though. So, if you just look around here, this appears to be the living quarters for the workers who worked in this quarry. Now, the most fascinating thing about this, I just can't believe, that in its time it was the second largest quarry in the world. I find that absolutely fascinating. Sorry if I sound again a bit like Gary Barlow. Now, was it Snow White's mates, the little 7 dwarfs who lived here? Because, listen, I'm not the tallest bloke in the world. I mean, in fact, I used to claim I was 6 foot on Tinder because there was one point where the doctor did measure me as 6 foot because I had my Adidas Sambas on. But the point is, I'm not exactly a tall bloke, and look at that. So, if you were someone like Peter Crouch, who wanted to work on the quarry, I think there'd be a bit of discrimination here, that you could not physically live in here. Look at the size of this. So,
Nice old place fire though.
hang on. They had an ensuite. I don't even have that in the modern day, 2025. I don't even have an ensuite. These guys had ensuites, kitchenette. Look at the views out here as well.
Tell you what, Dion Dublin would have an absolute field day here with Rounds Under the Hammer. Lead to the kitchen. You can actually see next door, like you could just knock for Jim and say, do you want to come to the pub?
Yeah, but imagine if you had like a weird old neighbour. Just a weird neighbour just peeking through like that.
But look at this, beautiful.
So this looks like where the cart would come up to the hill using these tracks. Carrying slate. So the reason I'm saying that so dramatically is because genuinely, I'm not trying to be funny because it's just making me look daft. I asked Joe when we pulled up, what is a quarry? I genuinely didn't know what they did. So they were mining slate, is that the be all and end all of it?
Get me falling over.
Go on. I've already fallen over once. So we're halfway up and we found a cave. But along the way we have also found a bunch of musicians, artists. So we have Airborne Gav. I don't know if Airborne Gav wants to be on the camera. Yes, he does. Airborne Gav. Introduce yourself.
Joe James.
Joe James, the man who carries a mirror up to the cave. And all the crew as well around here. So yeah.
Shout out to these boys, man. And
Wonderful guys, by the way. Good peoples, man.
Yeah, so check out that music. We haven't checked it yet, so if it is poor, it's not our fault. You know what I mean? So I'm joking. We'll cut it out.
Yo, has anybody seen the Descent film? This is where they filmed it.
Everything is a film. Everything is a film.
Come on, guys. I'm going to show you a nice waterfall. Make sure you don't bang your head.
Wow, it is pretty ropey in here.
Yeah.
Health and safety of a field day. No lighting. What's that? This? Oh, bricks. So
Oh my goodness.
this is the quarry that keeps on giving.
Wow.
Oh my word. Nah, it's a risky fall as well.
Look at that.
This place is absolutely amazing. It is the place that keeps on giving. If you like exploring, this is a place to be, and I'm absolutely so glad we did no research on this. We're just not following a trail. We don't care about Strava. We don't care about any of that. We're just walking around, meeting people along the way, and finding crazy things. Tunnels, waterfalls, history, and all the rest of it. This is bloody brilliant. This place is absolutely insane. But also, there's quite a few helpful people here, and now currently there is a bloke giving us a bit of information. Now the reason I trust him is because he's wearing a Rob down feather jacket, so he knows his stuff, and he looks like he uses sunbed as well.
So I've just been speaking to somebody, and down here is where Clash of the Titans was filmed. He did say that all the films are filmed here as well, such as Tarzan and I think Tomb Raider as well. But I'll have to re-watch those films. This looks amazing. We're trying to head up now, heading up that way somewhere. Look at this. You see the tracks here? The tracks leading to nowhere. It's like a horror film.
This place is incredible. Absolutely incredible. There is just so many things here. Tunnels left, right and centre. Houses or living quarters, whatever. The views. Snowdon's over there. Steps everywhere. There's just so much to explore around here. So we haven't followed any trail, any ore trails or anything like that. We've literally just gone and done our own thing, and yeah, pretty impressive place. Wow.
Oh, the old winch, look at that. Fine working order. I think I'd pass health and safety. Look at this. I think a bit of WD-40 on that. Get that going in no time. And this here is a, it's an old engine. So I know my stuff around here. Trust me, I'm an engineer. Look at this. Class. So me and Pep were going to take the shortcut up the ladder, but it was just too short for our liking, so we came up the hard way and came up the mountain track. Next time we'll do the ladder. Unbelievable. This. Sorry if I'm out of breath. Just ran up here to see this. Woo. So, bit of WD-40 on this. Get it working in no time. Oh shit, it's moving as well. Oh. I'm holding up this entire mountain with this.
So, I've had to think about this. Considering the amount of effort it takes to climb up, pull, live, and just how pretty terrible conditions it would have been. How much is Slate worth? I mean, surely, it's got to have been worth a lot back then, because there's no way in the world it's worth all this effort. I mean, the local farm near us, I think it's like 18 quid to pick a pound of strawberries. It would have been easier to just sort of have one of them kind of businesses and not do all of this crazy amount of effort. Right, we're making our way back down to the car, and what I would say is there's no trail maps, there's no instructions anywhere. It's quite a tricky way to navigate through. You could keep going up on levels and levels and levels higher. Hello. Here, mate. That was real footage then.
Mind your head.
So we're on our way back down. As you can see, we're past the houses again about 4 or 5 hours later. We've only walked about 3 kilometers. But the reason for that is because there is a lot to see and do around here. There seems to be a castle over there. There's more of the quarry stuff. You can explore this for hours and hours and hours, but we don't have time for that, unfortunately. But we will be coming back eventually one day. So we're finally back at the car, and I've got to say the weather has improved dramatically. I feel very, very warm in this. I've wore the wrong outfits. Anyway, unprepared as usual. What I would say is though, it is an absolutely fantastic place. Definitely will be returning to explore a bit more. This is one of the places where I wish we'd done more research.
Yeah, that's the thing. We came here not knowing anything about it. I saw a 30-second video on TikTok and just put it in Pep's head that we're coming to explore, but you can spend hours here, couldn't you?
Yeah, especially
all
when the
day.
weather's like this.
Yeah, it's beautiful. You know, I think we only made it about halfway up.
Yeah, not even. Yeah.
Nah, but we had to come back down, but it's we're definitely going to come back. Absolutely.
100%. Anyway, thank you for watching, as always. Thank you to some of the loyal commenters we have, posting the funny comments. I won't mention names, I won't out you on this, but we really do appreciate it. We're really having fun making these. We're enjoying the whole process. Anyway, that's enough waffling. We're gonna go grab a Guinness now. If you've enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and like I say, 85% of you don't subscribe. Just please hit that subscribe button, because at the minute we're telling everyone we've got a YouTube channel, but we'd like to have a few more numbers so people start believing in us. I'm messing around. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll catch you at the next one.